April 13, on level 4 of Westfield Bondi Junction.
What happened?
Something's wrong. Someone's on the ground.
What's that?
The tourist films the confusion, capturing screams and the approach of 2 security guards. On the right, Faraz Tahir moves in first. Mohammed Taha pauses to call for help. An attacker is just out of frame. Within moments, he stabs both guards. Faraz will die. Mohammed lives. 3 weeks on, he's left hospital. His stitches are out, the internal injuries are healing, but this will be a long recovery.
The emotional wounds, I don't think so can be healed so quickly. It will take years, because this type of incident and trauma that I have in my mind, it will be with me with the rest of my life. It's not easy to forget.
Sleep does not come easy or last long.
I woke up in regular intervals. There used to see that whole incident and that attack and how I got stabbed. My friend got injured. He died at that time, and the blood and the bodies lying on the floor.
Mohammed can't return home because he's unable to climb stairs. Westfield is paying for this apartment where his childhood friend Mohammed Fahad is helping him.
We have been seeing each other laughing and playing all the time, and so all of a sudden seeing him in this condition, it's not easy to see him in this condition.
The pair grew up in Rawalpindi in northern Pakistan. They went to the same schools and university and came together to Australia to work as engineers.
After we landed here in Australia, we were able to get a job, and also we found people here very friendly and very sportive.
They work for a solar battery company. In their spare time, they're security guards.
So it was a side hustle for us to get some extra income out of it and extra skills.
On April 13, they left their shared Western Sydney home for a shift at Bondi Junction.
We drove to the Westfield. We signed on at 9:30, and after that we were together on level 1 and level 2 patrolling there.
A guy came to me because I was in the uniform. So he came to me and asked me about the information about the control room. So where should he go to sign in?
It was Faraz Tahir, another Pakistani man, on his first day shift at the mall. In the mid-afternoon, Taha was told to relieve another guard on level 4, where he again met Faraz.
So we were standing together, and all of a sudden we heard people shouting and screaming.
The commotion was coming from near the glass-walled walkway linking the 2 sides of the mall.
We both quickly talked with each other to go and look what's going on. So we rushed to that area, and they were not saying anything. They were pointing, and we were helping people because we don't know what's going on at that moment. Me and Faraz were both going together, and while walking, he was 2 to 3 steps ahead from me. At the same time, people were rushing towards this side.
Amid the confusion, with the guards' attention on the wounded women on the ground, Joel Cauchi moves in.
Some guy from the crowd jumped over for us, and he stabbed him, but I didn't know that because he was in front of me. When he turned his back, I just saw the blood coming out of his chest. I was processing it, and at the same time I saw the attacker with a big knife, and he jumped over me at the same time after hitting for us. And I tried to confront him. I was trying to stop him as well, confronting him. Somehow he managed to stab me on the left side. At that time, I didn't notice that I was stabbed. I was looking after Faraz, and he just fell down on the floor. I grabbed him towards the sofas that was on the right side. It was a cafe, so I pulled him over the sofas and helped him. And at the same time, I contacted the control and told them that we both are stabbed, and there is some attacker on the run with a big knife.
I heard Muhammad's call like, I am stabbed.
He calls his mobile phone.
So he told me like the guy stabbed me and he is also stabbing other people there. And he told me the location as well. I said like, I'm coming. That's it. Like after that, he cut off the call, and then I ran towards the location on level 4.
As Fahad is running to his friend, police officer Amy Scott is in the mall, sprinting after Joel Cauchi.
Going on and on level, maybe on level 2, I heard some gunshots as well. So at that time, I wasn't sure like what exactly is happening. So how many attackers are there?
And yet you still kept running towards the trouble.
Yeah, I kept running towards that, like to do whatever I could do there, like any help I could provide.
Amid the panic in the mall, Muhammad Fahad gets to the level 4 walkway.
It was horrible. Like I saw people lying injured on the floor, and also blood everywhere. My 2 colleagues, Muhammad Taha and Muhammad Faraz, they were stabbed as well, and they have, both of them, they lost a lot of their blood at that time. And when I went there, I took a shirt and placed on his wound to control the bleeding.
Faraz Tahir is fading.
He had lost a lot of his blood, and also his eyes were open that time. And after a few minutes, he closed his eyes, and he totally became unconscious.
Taha is also in a bad way.
If he loses his more blood, then he could also get critical. So I kept on helping him, and also when the paramedics came later on, I told them like he's in the critical condition, so he need more attention. So they came and they attended for us.
He helped me sit on the chair. He was like helping me and putting pressure on my wounds.
In those minutes before the paramedics can attend to him, Muhammad Taha's childhood friend may have saved his life.
If he wasn't there and he didn't came on time, so maybe I wouldn't be here. It's like God's will that he's with me and I'm with him.
I tried my best. I did whatever I could do that time. Like unfortunately, we lost our colleague for us and the 5 other people, but we managed to save Muhammad Taha that day.
Muhammad Taha is stabilised at the scene and taken to hospital for surgery. He has little memory of the next 4 days. When he was well enough, he was told that his colleague Faraz had died.
Before that, I thought that he's in the hospital and he's still recovering. I requested my doctors. I wish to attend his funeral because I wanted to pay my regards to him and wanted to see his family as well.
Muhammad Taha has been praised by the Prime Minister and granted permanent residency. His best friend's visa expires at the end of this month. As it stands, Muhammad Fahad will have to leave. He does not want to.
We want to stay to look after him and to continue my job, my career here.
Just grab me some glass of water.
Mohammed Taha can barely move around the apartment. Mohammed Fahad does not want to leave it.
There is always like a little bit of like fear going out as after this incident, as like especially in the shopping malls and these sort of things. So
What do you find yourself thinking when those fears hit you?
yeah, like maybe like anybody can come from anywhere and can cause a trouble for me and for the other people. So that's what comes in my mind mostly.
Today, he's put those fears aside. The pair are at Sydney Airport to greet Taha's family, who are arriving from Pakistan. After all the trauma and grief of the last 3 weeks, a rare, bright moment. A family's reunion with the man who lived.